Hello world, Mama Voice is back again with another video. And today's video, this video, I'm going to talk about coming to America. So, and this is just basically not going to be a spoiler. I'm not going to tell you what happens in the movie. It's simply going to be me just expressing my thoughts, my opinions on the movie. Okay, so I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone. I just want to start off by saying Coming to America, the original movie, is one of my all-time favorite movies. So I am like the biggest, if you ask me what is my favorite movie, that is the answer, Coming to America. Anybody that knows me knows that about me. For one, the reason why Coming to America was my favorite movie. For one, it was a fairy tale, a happy ending. And of course, the leading lady, the princess to be, who became princess, her name is Lisa, like me. So I love Coming to America, the original movie. There was nothing about this movie that I did not love when it came to, him, of course, Hakeem, Eddie Murphy, played by Eddie Murphy, being the prince of Zamunda, and the fact that he went to Queens, found his queen, her name happened to be Lisa. And me, as at that time, I was only 8 or 9 years old. I was like, oh my gosh, wow. And so, of course, put in my mind, fairy tale, I don't know how many of y'all ever thought that I bet every little girl, basically based on that movie, thought that, oh my gosh, a prince can come and find me and marry me, So that was a wonderful movie for me. I loved every minute of it. So when I set out to watch, or when I heard Coming to America, the second movie was coming out, so excited, hyped for it, because I'm like, oh my gosh. But my only concern was, why did it take so long? Oh my God, like 30 years I have been waiting. Because when the first movie came and after it ended, my thought process was like, okay, I can't wait till they make another one. They gotta make another one. Oh my God, it's gonna be in 2. And for years we've been teased with they were going to make a 2. So for years we've been teased with it. So it was like, oh my gosh. When it finally came to fruition, I was like, oh, finally there is a Coming to America 2. So my only disappointment about Coming to America 2 is the fact that it took 30 years for them to make it. That was like the only thing that I could say I'm disappointed about, or whatever. You're gonna hear a lot of negative comments. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody is entitled to feel the way they feel about this movie. But for me, I feel as though it was a great movie. It wasn't as wonderful as the first movie, but the thing about it is you can't compare the two, because the 2 was not supposed to be the 1. The original is the original. You can never top the original, or what have you. Everyone's expectations are different. I was happy and content that the story continued. I guess that's what made me happy, was the fact that we saw a continuation. I saw a continuation of my favorite film of all time. So that was, I guess, what makes me feel as though, oh my gosh, yay! I won a wonderful, sequel. Could have been better, of course. But we have to think about the fact that, when were they shooting? Were they shooting during the pandemic? Or did it happen prior to, this pandemic? Were they shooting prior to the pandemic, and then the pandemic happened and they had to halt in, the production? Who knows? And then they had to, in order to make it happen, they continued and did what they needed to do based on the circumstances of what's happening in the world today. We don't know, but all I know is I enjoyed the movie, and I know I can watch it more than once or what have you. Yes, there are parts in there, that, people feel the way they feel. I can agree that it was amazing to see majority of the cast, they're still here, and they were able to make it 30 years later. I mean, that's my biggest disappointment, that it took so long. Like, why did it take so long for them to make the movie? But, better late than never, I can say, and I really appreciated, the actual production of the movie. I loved the cameos. It was quite a few individuals in the movie, of course, that wasn't in the first one, but you knew who they were, and it was like, oh my gosh, they're in this, so it made it, for it to have an all-star cast. I appreciated the movie. So, and during these times, it blessed me to see the characters again come back and make it happen. Now, again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I saw a lot of negative comments, And I understand where those individuals were coming from, and as far as in their comments and with their comments. Go in with the expectation, with fresh eyes, the expectation of it not being the first movie, and go in with fresh eyes, watch it for yourself, and come to your own conclusion. But don't not watch it based on the comments that you see. Because I almost didn't. I almost like, well, dang, they saying it's bad. I don't want to say it. But, somebody was like, watch it for yourself. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch it for myself. And I watched it for myself, and I enjoyed it. It was a good time. It was a feel-good movie. It was like, oh, okay. That's just my opinion. Okay. And of course, you're welcome to comment, like this video, share this video. I hope you enjoyed the content of this video. I hope I motivated somebody, the word of the day, motivation, to watch it for themselves. I hope to see you in the next video.